My name is David Vogtman, and I've been taking martial arts for 14 years. I take Taekwondo, and today we will be demonstrating on how to sit up your boards and also different techniques that will get you through white belt to black belt. In this first section, I'd like to teach you how to sit up your board holders correctly. First off, you need to get them into a very deep and wide front stance. Go ahead. Make sure they have opposite legs out so you have a wide, stable base. Less movement, less chances this board will move, and you can have a straighter hit on the board. Next, you want to make sure that the outside hands come to the top of the board. The bottom hands cross. As you notice, they have a wide stance, the legs are crossed in the back, arms are locked tight. You must have a good stable base when breaking boards. If the base is weak, change legs please.
Sure.
If the station's weak and you're coming in with a hard, powerful kick, I have more chance to knock them off balance. Whereas if they have a wider stance and I come straight at the board, it's more solid. The first technique I'd like to show you is a front kick. Now when doing a front kick, you want to make sure your board is set up at an angle because you will be hitting with the ball of your foot. Ball of your foot is when you pull your toes back and you're hitting with this area here. Now when sitting up your board, you can have it set up two ways. The grains going horizontal or also vertical. You need, the safest way to do this is to have the board vertical when your foot is going through. So you notice they put the board at an angle, they're in their good wide stance. Make sure your board holder is set up correctly. To do a basic front kick through the board, get into a very good front stance. Make sure the legs are shoulder width apart. A front kick's done in 3 steps. The knee is going to drive up, that's going to be your chamber. Leg is going to lock out, that will be your kick. Make sure your toes are pulled back, and then most of the time you will have a rechamber. When board breaking, you want to follow through. So don't rechamber. Picture the body, not the board. Go through the board, try to hit the body. 3 steps. Sit up in a good front stance, chamber up, 1, 2, kick, then rechamber. As you notice, I did follow through. I followed through the board and foot came out the other side. Okay. For the second technique, I'd like to demonstrate a number 3 side kick or step behind side kick. Now, when you're sitting up the board on a step behind side kick, you want to make sure the grain is going horizontal. Okay? Stances. You want to sit the board up either chest level or stomach level. Okay? Scoot back, get you a good distance. Make sure you do a good warm-up. What you want to do is make sure you get in a middle stance. You're going to step behind with the back leg, cross over. Note that the back foot is pre-pivoted. My hips is facing the board. Now from here, the chamber will come straight up, hip turns over, side kick goes straight out. Now make note, you want to go all the way through the board again, kicking at their chest. Imagine the board is not there. Again, foot steps up, crosses behind. Pre-pivot. Hip faces the board, chamber comes up, turn over. Make sure you have a flat surface. A side kick goes in a straight line. If you notice, if you ever watch your child break a board or adult, and you see the boards going in an upward motion, that means the person is sweeping their leg. Demonstrate sweeping. That means they're kicking upwards. They're not getting a full chamber, which makes the board go up. It's very difficult to break that way. You want to make sure your side kick goes straight in, straight line. The next technique that I'll be demonstrating is a number 2 round kick, back leg. You want to set the board up, you can do it 2 ways. You can do it with the instep of your foot, which is the upper part of your foot, or you can do it with the ball of your foot. Just like on the front kick, you're going to pull your toes back and hit with the ball here. Now, sitting up the board, they get in their basic stance for holding. Just cross, check, make sure everything's locked. The board is face level. Center of the board should match your nose. Okay. Sitting up the board, you want to line up at an angle. Pick this first corner, line your hand up with it. Hand returns to natural position. You're going to do a back leg round kick. Foot starts to pivot. Hip pulls around. Leg chambers from behind. Knee comes up. Note, my knee is pointing at my target. This is what you use to aim with. Foot extends out. Hit the center of the board. That is with the instep. When breaking with the instep, you want to make sure the grain is horizontal. Okay? Now, the other way you can do a round kick is with the ball of the foot. Pull those toes back. Turn the grain horizontal. Sit up at your angle. Pivot your foot. Chamber comes around. Aim with your knee. Hit with the ball of your foot. The next kick I'd like to show you is a number 2 axe kick. When sitting up your board on an axe kick, you want to make sure that the grain is vertical. Okay? Check the stances. Make sure the front knee's bent, back leg's locked, arms locked. The board is going to be set at an angle. From here, make sure you're in a good front stance, good and deep. Back leg is going to come up at an angle on the outside of the left-hand side or right-hand side, depending what leg you use. Leg is going to come up like a leg raise. Leg will come up, arch over the board, drop right down on board, just like this. Down like that. For the next technique, I'd like to demonstrate a reverse side kick. Reverse side kick is set up just like your side kick. Grain's going to be horizontal, be in their basic board holding stance. Check, arms locked, front knees bent, back legs locked. Good. Stomach or chest level. Back away from the board. We're going to be doing a reverse side kick. Just like a number 3 side kick, but you're turning. If you can do a side kick and you can turn around, you can do a reverse side kick. A reverse side kick, sit up about 4 inches, extend your hand out about 4 inches to 5 inches away from the board. What you want to do first when practicing, you can also practice this on a bag. You want to make sure you turn your upper body first. If you note, the feet are pivoting and sliding in. Now, just like a number 3 side kick or step behind side kick, you're aiming with your hip now, and you're going to pick the leg straight up and turn over, side kick out. Okay. Again, upper body turns, feet draw in, foot is pre-pivoted, hip is aiming towards the board, chamber and kick. Follow through. Try to kick their chest. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a twist kick. Now this is kind of like a front kick, but you're going to be throwing your hips outwards. I'll demonstrate 2 angles so you can get a better view. Okay? We'll go with the side angle. First off, the board should put face level or chest or stomach level. I will show you at a lower level for now. you'll sit up facing the same direction as the board. Your knee will pick straight up like a front kick. You roll your knee downwards. Turn your heel upwards. Lock out to the side. Step back. I'll show it to you again. Knee drives straight up. Hip turns out. Knee goes down. Heel comes up. Lock your leg out back. Step through the board. I'll show it to you fast, but I will not break. And back. Now for a front view, same way. Knee comes straight up. Twist over. Knee is going down, hips popping forward, heel coming up. Kick out, step back. The reason you're stepping back is because you have your follow through. You have to follow through the board. For the next technique, I'd like to demonstrate a jump front kick. If you can do a front kick on the ground, and if you can jump, you can do a jump front kick. Sitting up the board, you want to sit up the same way in your basic front stances. Arms locked, the grain vertical. It can be laid either completely flat or at an angle. Just like a front kick, you're going to be hitting with the ball of your foot. So you want to make sure you pull those toes back. A jump front kick now. Whatever leg you want to kick with, you place that foot in front. Back leg chambers up just like a front kick. It drives up. This is throwing all your momentum upwards, which is going to make you grab air. While in the air, you switch legs. You do your same chamber and a front kick. Back leg comes up. Switch, front kick. The first technique that I like to demonstrate is a jump side kick. You can use this technique two ways. You can take one step and do a jump side kick, or you can put it together and use about 3 to 5 steps and do a running jump side kick over one up to as many obstacles as you can clear. First, make sure your board holder gets in a correct holding stance, which is a good front stance, front knee bent, back leg locked, arms locked, hands in the center of the board. You want to make sure the board is going horizontal. You want the grains horizontal. Board should be face level. Getting a good sparring stance. What you want to do for practicing, take one step forward. Foot's pre-pivoted, knee drives straight up. You jump in the air, side kick straight out, side kick straight back, sit it down. I cannot demonstrate holding myself up in the air, so you must visualize that and practice that on the bag yourself. I will demonstrate the kick now. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a jump reverse twist kick. Okay? Setting up the board, you want to sit it up the same way you're doing a twist kick, but you want to sit it up higher because of the jump. For me, I'm going to need him to stand on the chair. He's going to stand in an upright position. Grain going horizontal. You want to sit yourself off at an angle. You want your shoulder about 4 inches to the right of the board if you're going to kick with your right leg, or 4 inches to the left if you're going to kick with your left leg. You're going to be turning towards the board. You're going to turn, jump, and your twist kick. You can sit this at any height you wish. I'll demonstrate again. To practice, You want to jump, twist, kick. Set it back. One more time. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a jump reverse side kick, or a 180 jump reverse side kick. Make sure you sit your board holder up in the same stance as you did the jump side kick. Good front stance. Grain going horizontal. This board is sit up chest level. You want to stay about one arm length, finger open, away from the board. To practice, you want to make sure that your body turns completely. Okay? Next, your knee, just like a reverse side kick, comes straight up, turns over, kicks straight out. Okay? Now we're just going to add the jump. Turn, jump, side kick. I'll put it all together now. No, I won't. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a jump reverse hook kick. A 180 jump reverse hook kick. Okay? Sit your board holder up. He's going to stand in an upright position or in a front stance position, whatever's more comfortable. Sit the middle of the board, nose level. Or, this is another technique, whether you're in a demo or testing or something, you may want to show off. You can put the person on a chair and even put it higher if you can jump higher. Or you can do it as a speed break where they just hold it with one hand. This gives less support, so you have to have a lot faster kick. Okay? But to demonstrate it, we're going to use two hands. Okay? Nose level. Whatever leg you want to kick with goes behind you, goes in back. Okay? You're going to turn. This is the way you practice. You turn. You jump up. A hook kick's just like a side kick. It's going to come up, kick straight out, hooks back like a round kick reed chamber. Show you again. Turn, jump, hook. The next board break I'd like to demonstrate is a jump 360 reverse side kick. Of course, I can't hold myself up in the air, so I'm going to talk myself through and you have to visualize this. This is the way you also have to practice it on the bag. Okay? Make sure your board holder gets in a good strong stance. Hands in the center, chest level. Grain going horizontal. Whatever leg you want to kick with, that leg has to be in front. Okay? The jump 360 reverse side kick, the way you practice it in front of a bag or on a pad. You step your front foot forward, jump, reverse side kick. Pulling your knee straight up, locking it out. We all know what a side kick is. Step, jump. That's how we practice it. Then after you get used to doing it with the step, you take the step out. You want to jump and reverse in the air. and land in your chamber and practice kicking on a bag or on a pad. Once again, jump in the air, turn, note my back foot is pivoted. You still have to rotate your hips over and you still have to have that foot pivoted in the air. Okay? Demonstrate. This one again, you will have to learn to adjust your own distance. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a jump 360 round kick. Okay? Set your board holder up, exact same way we have. Front stance, front knee bent, back leg locked, elbows locked out. Board can be either chest level or nose level. Okay? Or if you can jump really high, you can also, on all these jump kicks, put people on chairs. And that's really good for demonstrations and so on and testings for showing off. Board nose level, same thing. Whatever leg you want to kick with, that leg goes in front. Okay? I'm going to show you how to practice this in front of a bag or a pad. You want to pick your back leg up, turn around. Then, just like a jump round kick, you're switching and doing a round kick. Here you can hit with the instep of your foot or the ball of your foot. Okay? I'll show you again. Back leg picks up, spins around, weights leaning forward towards the board. Hips pull over, go through the board. Practice that on the bag till you get used to it. Here we go. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a jump 360 axe kick. Okay? Sit the board holder up in the basic front stance, arms locked. This time you're going to put the grain vertical, up and down. Put the board at a 45-degree angle, about your head height. The nose, the board should sit on the edge of your nose. Okay? Again, on a 360, whatever leg you want to kick with, it goes in front. To practice, upper body turns, feet draws in, leg comes up. Turn around into front of the board. This leg, axe kick's going to come straight up, down through the board. I'll show it to you again. Body turns, knee comes up, axe kick. You're not going too much forward. You're going more upward in your jump. Because you have to get enough height to come straight down on the board. If you come down at an angle, you're going to miss cue. Like that. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a jump 360 hook kick. Sit your board holder up the exact same way you would if you were doing a jump 180 hook kick. Either in a short front stance or standing upright. Remember, you can drop the hand and you can also do it as a speed break, which you need to increase your speed, or you can also get up on a chair and even make it look fancier by jumping higher. Right now we're going to sit the board up, center of the board, nose level, grain going horizontal. Whatever leg you want to kick with goes in front. Back leg picks up, turns. You're going to switch in the air. Leg's going to hook around. Remember, keep your good side kick chamber. Re-chamber like a round kick. Jump hook kick. You're going to have to work on this by yourself on the bag, getting used to your jump, putting it together. Show you again. Back leg comes in front, spins around, jump in the air, hook kick. There we go. No.
Right in front of the board, so it'll twist it out of my hand.
Yeah. Turn the board. There you go, right there. Next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a reverse elbow. Reverse elbow is sit up just like you do in a kick. You get your basic stance. Place the grain horizontal. Sit the board up chest level. The stance you want to get into is a front stance. Line your right arm or your left arm, depending on what leg or hand you want to use. Sit it up in the center of the board. Your front stance, your front foot should be on the outside of the board. Chamber your hand up. Hand is rechambered back just like if you were going to do a punch. You're going to take your back foot, step forward to the front foot shoots out, hips turn into it, hand comes out, hit with the elbow. The part of the elbow that we're hitting with is right here. This area here should be within 2 inches of your elbow. This area here. Again, good front stance, hand completely back. Chamber up, stutter step forward, hips pop out, twist through the board. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a back elbow. When doing a back elbow, you want to sit the board up just like you were doing a front elbow. The grain will go horizontal. Basic board holding stance. Sit the board in the chest. Stand in front of the board in chumbi position. You'll be stepping back. If you're doing it with the right hand, you're going to be stepping back into a back stance past the board, bringing the elbow through. If you're left-handed, you'll be in chumbi position, stepping back with the left foot into a back stance, past the board, elbow. Again, slow. Chamber comes up. Left hand comes back to the waist, right hand extends out, step back into a back stance, pull your body through. Pull your hips through, go through the board. The next hand technique I'd like to demonstrate is a palm heel. When sitting up for a palm heel, you are going to get them in their regular board holding position and the grain will be vertical. You want to sit the board up chest level. Get into a deep front stance, just like if you were doing an elbow strike. Hand reaches out, left hand out, right hand if you're doing the opposite hand. Hand chambers all the way back. You're going to take a stutter step forward, scoot forward. You're going to come at the board just like as if it is a punch. Wrist is going to turn over, but you're going to be hitting with the palm of your heel. Again, front stance, stutter step forward, hand is back, palm heel. Note the twist. As you can tell, the hand is twisting, going through the board. You want to hit with the bottom of the hand. I'd like to demonstrate is an upset knife hand strike. The way we're going to do that is you step out in your basic board holding stance, front stance, hands in the center of the board, board grain going horizontal. Okay? Stand in a semi-upright position. Right hand or left hand, depending on which hand you want to use, comes back by the ear. Reach the other hand out as a pre-chamber. You're going to take your front foot, step into a front stance, open your hand tightly, turn your hips into it. Go all the way through the board. Show you again. Step, turn the hips, go through the board. Pull through the board. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a knife hand strike. Knife hand strike, sit the board holder up in your basic front stance, arms locked, grain going horizontal. Go ahead, get into a back stance with your front foot facing the board. Scoot in close, adjust your distance to where your side of your hand meets up to the center of the board. Okay? The hand that you're going to use to break the board with, whether it's your right or your left, the hand that breaks goes to your opposite ear, which is my left. My right hand's going to cross my body. The right hand's going to pull back to your waist. The left hand's going to go through the board. Watch again. Note that the hand is turning over. The next technique I'd like to demonstrate is a hand technique. It's called a ridge hand. We're going to be hitting with the inner part of the hand here. It's going to be from about an inch past the wrist, where the wrist bends, all the way up to this first knuckle, this area here. Sit your board holder up in a natural, ready position. Go ahead and face this direction, please. Sit the board chest level, grain going horizontal. If you're going to hit with your right hand, you want your left leg forward. If you're going to hit with your left hand, you're going to put your right leg forward. Hand chambers out or stays back. The hand you're going to hit with starts at your waist. Shoots straight out, turns over, pulls through. You want to make sure that you can even raise that front foot and pull your body through. It's like swinging a bat. You're just swinging your arm through. Show you again. One more time. The last technique that I'd like to demonstrate is just a straight punch. Okay? When sitting up the board, the grain can go vertical or horizontal. Sit the board up, chest level. Step back, get into a deep front stance, just like you were doing the palm heel or doing the elbow strike. Front chamber comes up. You can do it two ways. You can stutter step, getting your momentum to go forward, just like in the elbow strike or the palm heel. Reverse punch. Note, the hand turns over. If you notice, I'm hitting with the two knuckles. The two biggest knuckles are your two strongest, two biggest. You want to hit with those two. Again, front stance, better step forward, hands back. Make sure you get your hips into it. Turn over. Next, I'd like to show you that not only can an adult, but also kids can also do a 180 or jump reverse side kick. As an instructor, I'm going to show you as a parent how to help your child at home. Okay? Gregory, stand over here, please. Face the board. Board holder, adult, you're most likely going to get on your knees. One knee up, one knee down, arms locked, hands in the center of the board. Child lines the board up, chest level. Gets in his fighting stance. He's going to show it to you one time slow. He's going to turn first. He's going to see the board He's going to side kick straight out and down. But now he's going to add a jump to it and show you that a child can do it too. Stop. Once again, we're doing the 360 jump reverse side kick. Okay? Now we're going to show you that also a kid can do it. And I'm going to show you how to help your children accomplish this. Okay? Gregory, over here please. Same stance, down on one knee, arms locked, board chest level. They know usually they can set the boards up themselves. Grain is going horizontal. Going to sit up. Whatever leg he wants to kick with goes in front. He's going to go ahead and do a jump 360 side kick. This is also, as you know, you practice on the back. Go ahead. Good. Good try. Real good try. Hit the center. You got it. Key up. Tight as you can. Key up as hard as you can. Next, I'd like to show you the 360 jump round kick again, showing you that not only can an adult do this, but also a kid. An adult, when holding the board, you're going to sit up in your children's holding position. Mr. Honeycutt, off to the side, please. Okay. He's going to sit the board up, face or chest level. Whatever leg he wants to kick with, he's going to place that foot in front. Because this is a very fast technique, we're going to show it to you one more time in slow motion. We're going to break it down. First, you spin. Knee comes up, switch over into a round kick. Okay, just like that. Leg in front, break when ready. Top first. You're such a board, Phil. Yep. Don't take that hop first. You're a little too close. Line your body up straight with the board.
Sure.